Good evening. I am Christopher Hitchens, contrarian, journalist, and best-selling author. It's no secret that I'm well known for my debates with the religious, and that there were few things that I enjoyed more in life than telling people how stupid they were for believing in God. But what you might not know is that I also spent a great deal of time, every holiday season, speaking and reading to children. Being a fervent advocate for truth and reason, I took great pleasure in the smiles and looks of wonder and excitement that would so often beam from the eyes of little ones aged 4–10, as I would read to them about jolly old St. Nicholas and his magical reindeer and elves. It was a pleasure only to be outmatched by the immediate transformation from those glowing smiles to looks of utter disbelief and sadness, when I explained to them that only a fool could believe in the level of sorcery required to allow a fat man to travel at the speed of light on flying reindeer and carry with him a bulging sack filled with enough material goods to squeeze down the chimneys of every overly privileged kid across the globe. While I delighted in the fact that I was giving these children the greatest gift one can give, the gift of the truth, it should come as no surprise that I was often met with a great deal of pushback and resistance. In fact, the little ingrates seldom, if ever, seemed to be able to appreciate the gift of rational thought and scientific enlightenment that I so graciously took the time to bestow upon them. And no matter how many times I would show them evidence of the mall Santa engaging in unwholesome activities, no matter how many times I'd challenge them to, and subsequently throttle them in debates, and no matter how many reindeer I would personally drive through traffic and off of bridges to prove they cannot fly, the little shits would invariably prove ungrateful. I was once approached by a young girl, no younger than 7 years old, who had decided that simply getting what she wanted for Christmas, after sitting on the soiled lap of a middle-aged man in a department store and loudly proclaiming her material desires, was all the evidence her feeble mind required.
But Mr. Hitchens, I was at Macy's with my mom last year and I saw Santa Bear and told him what I wanted and I actually got it.
No, you fool. It doesn't take a telepath or a magical bearded fat man to figure out that the Barbie doll running on every other advertisement during your Nickelodeon and YouTube binges was going to be a smash hit with all little girls. You predictable and programmable little drone. Shortly before my untimely death, I made it my mission to do holiday tours through every shopping mall and department store I could find and berate and ridicule their resident Santas. I had hoped that, if nothing else, I could convince at least some of them that their actions were serving only to feed into the delusion of young minds. Most were too stupid to understand the point, and blew me off as nothing but a cranky old nuisance. But one did wish cancer on me, and now that I'm thinking of it out loud, I suppose he had the last laugh.